The notification hit my phone like a slap. I upgraded to first class with your card. Red heart boarding now. For a moment the world around me, the hum of the refrigerator, the soft ping of the microwave, the muted chatter of the TV I'd forgotten to mute, blurred into nothing. My thumb hovered over the screen, numb, trembling. My card. Not our card. Not the one we shared for groceries. No, my card. The one she didn't even have permission to touch. I stared at the message until the letters swam. My pulse thudded behind my eyes. The betrayal wasn't fully formed yet, not defined. Just a jagged edge pressed against my ribs. She had left only 2 hours earlier. A work retreat. A mandatory training weekend. I'd kissed her goodbye at the door, her perfume warm and sweet against my neck. Familiar. Safe. Loved. Except now it all felt counterfeit. I typed nothing. Just watched the message, waiting for something else. A joke. A correction. A follow-up that made this something other than what it clearly was. But nothing came. Only silence. The kind that presses into your chest and forces your lungs to work harder. I walked into the living room and sat on the couch, the fabric suddenly cold beneath me. The TV flickered with a paused video, the one she'd insisted I record, her smiling into the camera just last night saying, "Help me hit 2,000 subscribers." She'd made me redo the angle 3 times. Adjust the lighting. Move closer. Farther. Tilt up. She wanted perfection. And I gave it to her. My phone buzzed again. Not from her. A bank alert. Charge. $847. First class cabin upgrade. Airline Aurora Air. My throat closed. I opened her tablet, the one she'd left plugged in at the kitchen counter. My fingers hesitated in the air above it. I'd never gone through her things. She hated when people touched her devices. Called it invasion. But my chest was a locked room filling with water, and the only air left was behind that screen. The tablet lit up instantly. No password. Maybe that was the biggest red flag of all. She trusted her own secrecy so deeply that she didn't even bother hiding it. Messages bloomed before me. My vision tunneled. A thread pinned to the top. Mark Aurora Air. My stomach clenched so violently I doubled forward. I tapped it. The screen opened to a flood of messages. Call logs, voice notes, photos. A life I didn't know she lived. The most recent was time-stamped 5 minutes before she boarded. Can't wait to finally have you to myself this weekend. Tell your husband the retreat is mandatory again? Face with tears of joy. My heart collapsed in on itself. I swiped up. First class is worth it. He'll never question it. He's too nice. Too nice. My jaw locked. Another voice note. I hesitated, breath-catching, then hit play. Her voice spilled out, soft, conspiratorial, dripping with a warmth I hadn't heard from her in months. He thinks I'm working so hard. God, he'd pass out if he knew how easy this all is. Something inside me cracked. Not cleanly. Violently. The apartment felt sharper. Edges, corners, shadows bending in strange directions. I couldn't feel my hands. Another message from Mark. I booked us the suite. Bring the red dress. The one he bought you. A tremor crawled up my spine. My reflection in the black screen looked wrong, older, thinner, a man punched hollow. For a long minute I didn't move. Couldn't. Then something inside me clicked into a cold, steady gear. I opened my banking app. She'd tried to drain me once before. Accidentally. I'd brushed it off because love fogs the mind, makes excuses where truth should be. But not today. I froze her card. Then the joint account. Then the emergency card she kept in her makeup drawer. Every click felt like cutting a thread, one by one freeing myself from a net I hadn't realized I was caught in. My phone buzzed. Her again. We're taxiing. Love you. Talk soon, face blowing a kiss. I almost laughed. A sound broke from me. Part sob, part disbelief. I wrote nothing back. Instead, I stared at the paused video on the TV. Her smiling brightly, pleading for subscribers with exaggerated enthusiasm. A performance. A mask. A character she crafted for the world. And me? I realized I'd been just another viewer. Just another follower. Just another man cheering from the sidelines while she built a fantasy life that excluded me entirely. Minutes passed. Maybe more. Then, almost involuntarily, I picked up my camera, the same one she used for her channel. I set it on the tripod. Hit record. The red light blinked at me. I breathed once, steadying myself, then spoke. Calm, measured heartbreak buried under steel. If you're watching this, I'm done being the background of your life. The words tasted like iron. You boarded a first-class flight with my card today, but you won't be checking into a first-class hotel with him. I held up her tablet. Let the incriminating messages fill the frame. By the time you land, the accounts will be closed. The card's frozen, and the apartment door code changed. My voice remained disturbingly even, almost detached. Enjoy your weekend. It will be your last one on my dime. I ended the recording, uploaded it privately, saved it in a folder with her name. Then I packed a single bag. Not clothes, those didn't matter. Documents. Essentials. Peace. I placed her tablet gently on the dining table. A symbol. A warning. A truth laid bare. As I walked out the door, the apartment felt suddenly lighter, like the weight had belonged to her all along. Hours later, while I sat outside my brother's home sipping a cup of tea that tasted like safety, my phone buzzed again. A voicemail. Her voice. Panicked, cracking, frantic beneath the roar of airport noise. What did you do? Why can't I pay for anything? Call me back now. Then another message. This one colder. Sharper. If you think you're leaving me, you're wrong. But she was wrong. The moment she boarded that flight, she'd already left me. And I had finally followed.